Hey guys, what's up? Abomination9 here, back playing some more Master Duel. And if you did not watch my last video, which I don't know what I've named it yet, probably like, I don't know, Shiranui versus ranked matches, gold 5, rank up to 4, something like that, I don't know. But we're going to be going over one of the replays for my very first match in that game, which was nuts. Like, it was best case scenario, like, that's never going to happen again. But before we do that, we're going to look at the deck so you can get a refresher if you don't know what the deck looks like right now. We had Scapegoat, because if Scapegoat is allowed to flip off, he's able to go into all this Link zombies or anything else that we needed to do. We added this, which is just because, I mean, it honestly shouldn't even be in here, but I figured I'd just throw it in there, just throw it in there. This lets us continue off of Link summoning, getting back what we used to Link summon. We added 3 of these because we need some sort of more negation, so we forfeited up the crystals or whatever these are called to get 3 of these. And we added this, which I found it changes all monsters on the field to face down defensive position at the end of defense position, at the end of defense position. At the end of the turn, all your opponent's monsters are flipped face up, and they draw cards for every card that was flipped face up by this card specifically, not if they're destroyed or whatever. If this card flips them back up, they draw cards. You would say normal competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! That this is trash because you don't ever want to give your opponent card advantage. Even if you're going to win the game, you don't give them card advantage, but I don't care. But we're using this just as a way if we know we can somehow kill everything they have or get effects off the board that we cannot deal with, because they can't use them while they're face down. So if we can't do anything while they're face up, we might as well and see if we can punch through. But you combine this with my Exceed combo here, which if you have Spirit Master and any other level 4, you would honestly want another Spirit Master just to blow up like a spell or trap that's face up if they have one. So you would want another Spirit Master or this guy, because this guy lets you add a Shiranui from your graveyard, which would be him. I think the order would work that way. Yeah, use this and this. This gets banished and this gets sent to the graveyard. He brings him back to your hand, so then all you really lost was him when that effect goes off. Well, actually, no, it doesn't. It doesn't work that way because of how they see them. So it doesn't actually matter who you grab. Never mind. But you're using him to summon one of these other 4s. You go into Nyarlathotep, and with Nyarlathotep, you can rank him up with his effect, but it's guarding another card to make him a rank 5. Or if I think best case scenario, turn 1 or turn 2, you can go up to like a level 8 and rank off of whatever wants to rank off of 8. I don't know. But you can rank off of this into either Vespinato or Frozen Lady. So you can discard 1 and go straight to Frozen Lady, or you can rank straight into this, wait, keep this alive for another turn, and then rank up this the next turn. But if you need to deal with an entire board of problems, you use Eclipse, then you play Spirit Master and a level 4, you go into Narlo discards another card from your hand to become a rank 5, and then you go straight into Frozen Lady. And then you use Frozen Lady's effect to discard a material to destroy all defense position monsters on the field, blowing up your opponent's entire field if they have, unless they have links. Well, the links will get destroyed because they can't be put into face down defense position, but everything else that isn't link gets blown out. That's the combo with these cards. And it's just, this is just also just in here, if I have a spirit and no other, and I don't have this, all I have is this and another 4 or something, it at least allows me to do something with it, than it just being not necessarily dead, but just meh. So yeah, let's go check out that replay. Alright, so I'm going to try to make this as fast as possible. This is just not as fast as possible, but faster than it actually played out. Now this was nuts. So we're able to get like 3 turns in a row where we got the coin flip, so we had to go first every single turn. And we had Scapegoat in our hand every time. So, this is our starting hand, which we use... I think we use everything but Samurai Skull. So this actually turned out to be like the best hand, because you need a Scapegoat and you need a Solemn Judgment. That's your turn 1. Scapegoat, Solemn Judgment. Which won't work against everything. Won't work against the meta, I assume, but... Scapegoat Solemn Judgment, and Ash Blossom. So this is Tri-Brigade just doing Tri-Brigade things. He goes into Zodiac. This is Zodiac, by the way, this is Zodiac with Tri-Brigade, but he uses its effect to destroy himself. I'm assuming because he didn't know how that card worked. I don't know why he did that. I still don't know why he did that. Oh, so that he would have material to go into that. Okay. Now it makes sense in hindsight. So he goes into Omen here, which is, I was waiting until he went to Omen so that I could use Solemn Judgment. You get struck by. Then he uses her effect in the graveyard and this effect, but then he's Ash Blossom Omen. So that he gets to draw a card, but whatever Omen does doesn't happen. Let's actually read what Omen does. You can banish one card on the field. This card is sent to the graveyard. You can add one Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast Monster from your deck to your hand whose level is less than or equal to the number of banished Beast Monster. So he's going to add another card to his hand, and then she adds another card as well. Draw one, throw one. So yeah, negated his effect to start popping off even more, so that was actually the right move, because you don't want him getting extra card advantage, because he could have probably gone up to another combo. So now, Scapegoat was allowed to live, and this is where things become stupid. Because Scapegoat pops off, he comes out, then we get a full board of tokens. Now, we can go into all sorts of things now. So we go into Sucker with those 2 tokens. Then I use this, because I wanted to get Omen out of there before I did anything else, which this allows us to get the 1 Ash Blossom. So this is why this is just perfectly lined up, because we would not have been able to use Book of Life to summon Ash Blossom. Now, keep in mind, Ash Blossom is a tuner. We'll get to that later. Ash Blossom is a tuner, so she's perfect for this deck. Also, she's a zombie fire type. Ash Blossom is meant to be in Shiranui. She's a tuner. She's a level 3 tuner, but unless you go into the oddly numbered level 7. She's a tuner, she's a zombie, and she's a fire. Literally everything Shiranui wants. Alright, so keep that in mind. Book of Life to get her out of the graveyard, which she would not be there if the opponent did not have something to use it on. So perfect case scenario happened here. So she gets summons. Omen, bye. You're not coming back. Sucker activates, but he has Ash Blossom of his own. Doesn't matter, because it doesn't destroy, it only negates. We don't get our free draw. Doesn't matter. Then we use these 3 tokens and Scapegoats to go into Shiranui Supremacy on the right side, because we need that extra arrow just in case. Then we play this to then summon that. We put this face up because that matters. That is important that this is face up. But because we use Book of Life on Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, we now have a 3 tuner, and now we have a level 4 with the Squire, which means we can synchro into Squire Saga. And then from that, we can now use her effect to banish the Scapegoats and put everyone up by 300. Everybody on the board gets plus 300. Now, by the way, he's been exuding pressure from me from something. This whole time I've been comboing off. He's been giving me pressure, which is fine. But look at the numbers that add up here. With this whole combo, this is... Alright, 19, 26, 24, 1100, 1100. It is literally a perfect OTK. Perfect OTK. Literally, it could not have gone any better. We had the exact right cards to actually OTK this man. We needed Solemn Judgment to keep Scapegoats from being destroyed. We needed Scapegoats. So we needed 1 Scapegoat. We needed 1 Solemn Judgment. We needed 1 Ash Blossom to be used. Make our opponent use this Ash Blossom from us. We needed 1 Book of Life and 1 Squire. So we needed 5 cards. So it's a 5-card combo that starts with Scapegoats. Because if we just use the 1 Scapegoat as a combo that gets to go through, minus Solemn Judgment, we can add the Solemn Judgment too. It's a 2 card. So 1 card, 2 card combo. We could go into these 2. And I think that would be it. Yeah, we can go into these 2 straight. no problems. We could also go into this guy off of Scapegoat as well, using everything to summon him, but that's just nuts just to summon this one dude. But yeah, Scapegoat itself can summon these two with no assistance, so its one card combo turns in these two, which isn't really a one card combo. But with the assistance of a specific set of 5 cards being used at the exact moment, Scapegoat, Solemn Judgment, Book of Life, Ash Blossom, Squire, we get a full, perfect 8,000 damage combo. We also would have added another card in our hand if he didn't have Ash Blossom, so we would have ended that turn with 2 cards in hand if he didn't Ash Blossom us. So yeah, that fight was like a miracle fight. Like I can't believe that was ridiculous. So yeah, like I don't think there's ever going to be a fight like that ever again where we hit. Everything went perfect. It was a perfectly oiled machine for a full 8,000k OTK. It's never going to happen again. Though each match after that was a win, and it was crazy either way. So we won 3 in a row when we did that video, so we probably will go for those other videos as well. But yeah, that was just ridiculous. That the perfect storm of cards in hands came together to do that. So yeah guys, thanks for watching. Remember to buy my stickers, tune into the next episode, like, subscribe, comment, you know what to do. See ya.